Before I started Dr. Tom's LDPC program, I knew I was missing things in my patients. I had a lot of people coming to me with chronic complaints. I did basic functional medicine with them and traditional medicine if appropriate, but we just weren't getting there. And I had a feeling, living in Wisconsin and seeing patients from Wisconsin and Minnesota, that tick-borne illnesses were a big part of the piece that I was missing. So I found this program. What made me want to be part of the LDPC training program was Tom himself. He's probably one of the best Lyme and tick-borne disease practitioners that I've experienced. I knew there were other training programs, but I felt they weren't a good fit for me. I wanted to be educated in not only the prescription medications and antibiotics, but also a more integrative approach that included herbal options. And Dr. Tom's program fitted that bill perfectly. If there was anything that made me hesitate a little bit about joining the program, certainly the cost, but I felt that it was well worth it, certainly after I was done, and the time commitment. But I valued the education more than I worried about the cost or the time commitment, because I knew this education was going to help me help my patients so much more. And the interactions with the group was very helpful. Each of us came from totally different perspectives. We had a surgeon in our group, we had internal medicine, we had several osteopaths whose training is slightly different and perhaps very helpful for bringing their take on things to our discussions. Since being part of the training program, I'm very acutely aware of any symptom that a patient reports that takes me down the path of tick-borne illness, much more than I was before. Additionally, I have a toolbox that is so much larger now. I can treat people with antibiotics if that's the approach they want, but I often integrate the herbals and the antibiotics because I feel that supports the person in not only killing the bug, but also supporting their immune system, reducing their inflammation. And these are all a part of the process of treating tick-borne disease that I've learned from Dr. Tom. He lets us know this is the research, this is what it shows, and this is what we don't know, or this is what we might try in spite of no research to support it. I'd recommend Dr. Tom's LDPC program because it's so comprehensive. I don't think there's another program out there like this, and I think for anyone who's dealing with complex chronic illness patients, which is probably most of us actually, that this gives you a very solid basis in how to treat tick-borne disease. It gives you a basis of treating PANS and a number of other things actually he touched on during the program. So it's not just focused on Lyme per se. After I completed the program with Dr. Tom, he established what he calls Lyme Disease Practitioners Group. And I think that has been so valuable. I left it for a while because I was so busy starting my new practice and I missed it. It's a chance for practitioners to exchange ideas. Dr. Tom pops in and we meet twice a month, which allows us to ask questions in real time and help us through management of these very complex cases. I'm CLEMMA NASH. I'm a medical doctor trained in traditional medicine. I'm board certified in family medicine as well as integrative medicine, and I practice in Wisconsin.